Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And the moment has finally arrived. Yes, the Super Mario Bros. Movie trailer has been spawned upon us. Yeah, wordy sentences aside, I was waiting for this day because the movie had been delayed. It was supposed to come out December 2022 and it's been pushed to April 7th, 2023. And Nintendo likes to coincide movie releases, or I should say big events, with other things going on. I think what they're trying to do now is push their Nintendo Pictures, product line, where they're finally making their own movies and saying, hey, we should have been making, Pixar-esque movies of our IP this entire time. And they're finally getting around to doing that. But before they get their feet wet into doing it by themselves, they decided to dip a toe or two in by getting Illumination to help them with this movie. So when you think of video game movies, you think of a lot of bad movies. But some standouts have been the Sonic series and Detective Pikachu. Again, my opinion, but I'm sure a lot of you agree with that, right? You don't necessarily think of, hey, you know what's a classic? Mortal Kombat Annihilation. You know what's a classic? Tekken. You know what's a classic? The Street Fighter movies. Now, I say that to say this. I don't want to bash all those. I do have the original Super Mario Bros. Movie, the Bob Hoskins live action movie that just was like Mario in name and went mostly in a completely different direction. A lot darker and just... But that's not what you're here about. What do I think of this? Chris Pratt went on Twitter. He went on social media months ago and was like, I can't wait for y'all to hear the Mario voice. The mistake in doing that was now you've hyped it up. You've tooted your own horn. And it's like, why get him when we have Charles Martinet still with us, right? Maybe they just wanted to use a bigger name, right? To draw more people in. Or maybe they're like, hey, little doses of the Italian stereotypes are okay in the games, but in the movie, we're trying to appeal all over the world. And it's not that they don't try to appeal all over the game, but you get what I'm saying. There's not a lot of talk, just woohoo and aha, but full sentences, full dialogue. Maybe they decided, hey, let's see if we can get someone else to do this. Now, what we're going to do real quick is pull up the trailer. I've already seen it. They pretty much live cast it at the same time as New York Comic Con, so those of you who are at the Comic Con could see it. But if you went solely for that, and I'm guessing you did not, hopefully if you did, you saved your money. So here it is. I'm looking at it now. So I didn't get the whole thing recorded, but what I do show is Mario looking a little weird. For the most part, he looks the same. A little pudgy and everything. You got Toad. Keegan does a great job as Toad. I didn't even realize it was him. It just was like, oh, that's Toad from the video game. They're in the Mushroom Kingdom. It looks like they're on their way to go see Peach. And then you got that logo there, the Super Mario Bros. So we didn't really hear much from the others. There is a clip there you saw of Luigi. What I didn't show was Bowser. You had Bowser. It looks like he's infiltrating some kingdom, and they're like filled with penguins. They're throwing ice at him, and you've got Kamek and a whole bunch of Koopas. Even the Koopas are afraid of him, right? I didn't notice any Goombas, but the Koopas are afraid of him. And Jack Black even though he didn't have to be as dark as you expected, Bowser still looked freaking dark, right? He comes in there and there's just fire breath everywhere, and it was pretty sadistic. I think they're mixing the humor that they wanted from Bowser and then still like get out of my way type of Bowser. So he gets one of these power stars and it just cuts there, and then we see later on you see Luigi. Now Luigi sounded like I imagined Charlie Day sounding, so he was perfect. Jack Black was great. Keegan was great as Toad. We didn't hear Peach, and then there was just Chris Pratt. Like, I said online that he sounded like Chris Pratt doing a construction worker voice. and some of you're not aware that I've been playing Mario from the beginning. I'm sorry. Newsflash. Probably been playing it longer than you think. And I'm well aware that Mario was a construction worker. I'm well aware that Chris Pratt is trying to sound like a plumber. The point I was making is he still sounds mostly like Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt doing a caricature. He doesn't sound like it's an original voice at all. That was the issue there. So, the comments, well, he was this, well, he was that. You wake up. Look at the YouTube channel. I know. If anybody knows, I know. That out of the way, what did you actually think? Do you think this movie is going to be good based off the little bit that they showed you? If you watch the Nintendo Direct and not just the trailer, they led with Chris Pratt and then him introducing Jack Black, and this was all Miyamoto setting it all up, saying how excited he is to show you the rest of the movie and that it's in its final stages. So at least the release date is sticking. They're going to coincide that with the Nintendo World, the Super Nintendo World here in the United States. So I'm excited. The only thing that is missing is, well, a new Mario game. I guess Sparks of Hope, the Mario Cross Rabbids Kingdom Battle will have to do. It'll have to tide us over from there. But I'm still excited for the movie. Maybe they, with more dialogue, Mario's voice will grow on me. I knew I was going to nitpick it to shreds just because I was like, not because I went at being a hater, but I'm so used to, when you're passionate about a franchise and you're so used to something being the same, you kind of expect that. So if, Kratos, had a movie, there was a God of War movie, and it was anybody but the original guy or somebody sounding like the original guy, you'd understand how I'm feeling, right? So with Mario, it's like, Sonic, they didn't have Jaleel White, but they had somebody sounding in the spirit of Sonic. I don't know that we have that with Chris Pratt here, but that's not enough to take me out of the movie, knowing that at least everyone else sounds pretty accurate. And if they don't sound pretty accurate, they sound like their own character, right? Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments. Can't wait for this movie, just a few more months out. I'm going to get back to playing some more Mario. See you in the next one. Other Yellow Hat Guy is out. Captain Sensation!